When straight women find out I'm bisexual, there's one big misconception I have to clear up. Now, there's this woman, she's bisexual. She's made an article essentially saying that it's so hard for her because dating women is a nightmare.
You don't say.
Yeah, but I don't think that's the point she's trying to make, but that's the point that I'm hearing. Why it's so hard. These lesbians, these lesbians don't know how hard they got it.
No.
I identify as bisexual, I was married to a man, and I went out with a few men when I started dating again, but I'm exclusively dating women at the moment. The straight single women I know respond with universal envy over and over again. I hear women lament it would be so much easier if you were gay. Guess what? It wouldn't. Here's the reasons why it's...
You ever heard of lesbian bed death?
They do say there's a lot of hard things about being a woman.
Yeah.
I mean, the first and foremost, dealing with women.
Yeah.
That's why. Also, we didn't mention that when they said there's this stat that women are smarter than men. That stat, I should tell you, has been done by women. So the math, can we? It's much harder to meet potential partners. There's many fewer queer women than straight men on the apps, and meeting women in real life has proved impossible.
There's a shortage of queer women?
Well, she's saying it's hard to pick them up. So you're right.
Because you're not even saying lesbian, like if you're like hard, like full
they're all
lesbian,
faking. So it's like...
That's what I'm saying. But
they're like, why don't we go have sex then? And she's like, why don't we take a photo for the gram?
Yeah, I just need proof of this.
Yeah, I'm not actually trying to do that. But you're like, yeah, it's harder to pick up a woman than a man. Yeah. That's always been I've seen girls that are just like, they were trying to organize a threesome and they're just like, yeah, we'll just go pick someone up. And then you go, actually kind of had a hard time picking up.
That was...
You go, what do you mean? I thought it was so easy. And you go, it was when I was picking up guys.
Yeah. Sure. If a relationship moves beyond the first couple dates, things often get complicated. In my experience, women tend to be better at communicating, which I don't know about that, but we'll give it to her, or at least willing to try. But that means everything gets discussed, sometimes to the point of exhaustion. Yeah. Again, I don't think she's trying to make the point that like... That's the thing. If they're both, like two parties who are both talking about everything to the point of exhaustion.
Women be yapping.
Double exhaustion right there. I'm exhausted just thinking about it.
I can't imagine this Huffington Post article was met with rave reviews from the constituents.
No.
Being like, yeah, you think it's so much easier to be a lesbian? Well, you don't have to deal with yapping women. Okay, I didn't... That's not what we actually, it's good to communicate.
It's actually...
in some specific situations. Maybe there's some...
men would argue that women they communicate too much.
Yeah, maybe there might be some very specific situations
and
where
there is some yin and yang dynamic here where men don't communicate enough and women communicate too much, and then
maybe there's a yin and yang.
There's sweet spots.
You do always go back to there's a sweet spot, but that's probably in lesbian relationships.
Well, yes, with lesbians it's yang and yang. It's just like two Chinese chicks.
I don't know. Some of these butch lesbians are basically yin.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's the question. Is if
they're definitely not yang, because fucking Mr. and Mrs. Yang won't give your fucking college. You're not getting the inheritance. Mr. and Mrs. Yang say you're not getting the inheritance if you want to also date another yang.
If you have a very feminine woman and like a super butch lesbian in a relationship, like do you think that mimics like a heterosexual to a degree?
Yes.
Dynamic? Yeah.
Of course.
And do you think...
Dude, butch lesbians, a lot of those they do act somewhat like dudes.
Yeah, like somewhat like dudes.
I would say more...
I'm curious if they put it like if it's concerted.
I do think
where they're like, I don't want to come off as too feminine, so...
Some gay relationships, the guy is pretty masculine.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, there's definitely... I mean, sometimes you get two masculine dudes and you go, that looks...
I've never seen that.
That looks like a fun time.
Hey, you guys mind if I get in the middle there? What if I slide?
You guys must have a blast, huh?
It seems
just
fun.
Fucking two of the boys.
I see it less, but I know I very rarely see two masculine dudes in a relationship, and I very rarely see two butch women in a relationship.
Yeah,
I don't know where you're seeing this. You see more gays than me, and wherever you hang out, but your case study is a little higher. Here, I actually read the.
If you're listening to
Call
this,
back.
Listen out.
I just almost showed Danny a picture of himself again. Almost got him a third time.
You're only 1 and 1.
You're bad.
Three for three. Yeah. Lesbian dating has its own unique challenges. The straight dating world comes with a series of unwritten, internalized scripts, and many of these scripts are rooted in misogyny and patriarchy. But the lack of script comes with its own difficulties. Who asks? Who pays? Who initiates the shift from friendly conversation to hands finding each other to lips touching in the dark? It is bad when guys do all that stuff because of the patriarchy, but it is also bad when the bill comes and two women just stare at each other.
Oh, that's tough for the waiter too. Who you put that down to? I guess you put right in the middle, just like perfectly in the middle.
I think the waiter puts it right in the middle.
Perfectly in the middle.
And then, I don't know how. I guess you just think the butcher one pays. It has to be that.
Is that, like, do they just fall back on just heterosexual dynamics where just the shorter haircut pays?
Or they go friend dynamics where it's more like I paid last time you paid.
Yeah, maybe there's an understood thing in the lesbian community. How does it work with two dudes? Probably just split.
Down the middle.
Yeah, two rows are just right down the middle.
Separate checks. And it's like, no, I had 3 beers. Would you have 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Beers on him.
Can we get separate?
All right, if we're putting
itemized checks.
If we're putting the app on mine,
So you actually had a couple more of those shrimp, so let's put it on yours.
60-40 on the shrimp, if you don't mind. Down the fucking middle, even Steven.
Right down the pipe.
Right down the pipe. So they say, it comes with its own difficulties when two girls go out and no one knows who to hold the door for.
Sure.
And none of that stuff's happening. Who initiates the shift? So essentially, its own difficulties is you have to pay. I don't have to. She has to initiate. Women chat too much. And getting a woman to like you is harder. But anyways, I thought that it was funny that she didn't really make the point that she thought she was making.
No. Although maybe she's overall, she's like, it's hard being a woman.
I do want to make sure.
Yeah, let's not forget, it is very difficult being a woman.
And also,
even when we're dating women.
Even when the guy did ask me and organize and choose the restaurant and then pay. By the way, I don't do any of that stuff. It's funny. There is a bit of a dichotomy sometimes where I'm just like, women don't do any of this shit. And it's like, either do you. And I go, yeah, this is a different scenario. Though. I'm different, though.
Well, my problem is I don't mind choosing restaurants, but if the wife chooses restaurants, she's like, oh, you just happened to find the most expensive restaurant in New York City, did you? What are the odds? I'm not living
like that.
What are the odds?
You're right. That sucks because finding restaurants is definitely a pink job.
Yeah.
And you have to do it because you know how I do.
I take it to the fucking cleaners when I let her pick the restaurant.
See, I do weaponized incompetence. Like, how does this remote even fucking work? What is a remote? I think I just ate the remote. I can't do that anymore. But you can't do weaponized incompetence because she does weaponized not noticing the prices.
Right, yeah, she weaponizes.
Well, I don't know. You asked me to pick. I just
weaponizes her price blindness.
Yeah, she weaponizes price blindness, and then you have no choice.
Yeah,
fuck, that sucks.
I'm at some restaurant, I go, look at it, I'm like, well, what place did you pick?
So you have to get involved in everything because otherwise you book the flights, and you go, yeah, but you booked me on the pilot's lap. The fuck?
It's like more than first class.
I thought you wanted a private. You said that it was annoying last time being beside the guy. I booked us a row. I thought a row apiece.
Yeah, I gotta watch out.
God damn.